see all of you that have come out this morning. Well, it's what we would call a dreary day, but I've learned that this ain't any day God lets you see is a good day.
Amen.
It's indeed a good day. Good to see Sister Francis back. She has gone through her procedures, looking well. Great to have you here with us, guys. Good to see Veronica with us this morning. I want to talk to us about something that we tend not to do. Often we wonder why the church becomes stagnant or why our personal lives become stagnant. And I stopped by to tell you there is one reason for that. Let's look at our text. Honey, would you go get my picture? But there's one reason for that. When we look at our text, the Bible says that at that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, 5 were wise. The foolish took their lamps but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in the jars along with their lamps. While I'm waiting on my clicker, let me explain something here to you. One of the things that hurts us is the fact that we are often not prepared when opportunity comes along. I'll catch up with this but you got your printouts. One of my favorite movies is The Lion King. It's The Lion King, and The Lion King has a song in it that Scar sings. And Scar is preparing to take over for Simba, and he's run Simba off, and he's preparing to take over Mufasa's place. But he gathers with him a bunch of hyenas who are not very bright. And so Scar sings them this song. I know that your bottles of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. But thick as you are, pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expressions, the lights are not all on upstairs. But we're talking kings and succession, even you can't be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. Be prepared. The interesting thing about this is God is seeking to convince the hyenas he's the solution to all of their problems. He has already made plans, and he's thinking, and he's being prepared to take. He's even made plans to kill Simba, and he's doing all these things in the background. But however, notice something. He tells the hyenas how it's going to be, because that's it.
It's nothing in here.
Just bring it here.
It's nothing in here. It's just a bag.
Oh, that's the bag. Okay. You know I can't see that far back. Don't worry about it. We good. We'll just go through. They got the printout. And so he goes through, and he tells them, he knows they're not prepared. And he also knows they're not very bright. And so he's already prepared a future for them because they are not prepared. The point being, you can be very intelligent, but if you are not prepared, life always presents to you a situation where someone else or something else prepares your path. It dictates to you where you're going to go. In the text, we see 2 types of people. One group was considered wise, the other foolish. And the only deciding factor was that the fact that some made preparation, some didn't. That was the only deciding factor. So if you want to be considered wise, you need to be making some preparation for where you want to be. You cannot get anywhere if you don't know where you're going.
That's right.
The text says, at that time the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, 5 were wise. The foolish one took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil and jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy. Thanks, sweetheart. They all became drowsy and fell asleep. Beloved, this text is tailor-made to teach every one of us a very important fact of life. And that fact, y'all listen to cartoons. And that fact is the fact that our preparation is the ultimate expression of our expectation. You cannot expect folk to believe you're preparing for, expecting something when you're not preparing for it to come. Preparation is the ultimate evidence of our faith. And I would stop by to tell you that failing to plan is planning to fail. So often in the church, we want things to just happen. And the reason I'm doing this sermon is when I get through ripping and running, by the end of sometime in December, we're going to get together, have a meeting, because this church does not fail or succeed on your eldership, on your deacons, or your minister. It fails to succeed on all of us.
Amen.
Putting together and working together. And I understand leadership always takes the responsibility for things that are not going well. But the bottom line is we all fail and succeed together. And how can we get where we're going if we don't know where we're going? If you don't have guidelines of what we're looking for and what our expectations are. And we did that a while ago, but it's time to go back and rethink and redo, because the key to it is, God told the prophet Jeremiah, listen to what he tells us. The Lord gave me a message. He said, I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as my spokesman to the world. God not only has a vision and a plan for Jeremiah, God has a plan. Before you came into this world, God had a plan for you. But one thing, I don't know what that plan is. Well, pick up your Bible.
Amen.
If you read more, you'll understand more, because he gave every one of us a gift. And whatever your gift is the direction God wants you to go. He gives every one of us a gift. So you got to understand that, bear in mind that God has a vision for every one of our lives. Therefore, it makes a sense, and it behooves us to make preparations based on his expectations. Now, I know a lot of folks struggle with me. But you know what? My life is not dictated by you.
Amen.
My plans are not dictated by you. There is one person that I want to be pleasing to. Because there's only one person that loves me the best, as we talked about last week, when I'm at my worst. God does not give up on me.
Yes.
God does not. He said, you've lost your focus. But just come back and we'll work. See, the problem with many of us is we're trying to please too many folks.
Amen.
We're trying to listen to too many folks. When you go to a football game, my allergies are acting up. When you go to a football game, and if you've ever been on a football team, when you go in the huddle, only one person is talking.
I hear you.
And he's talking because the coach has already given him the plan. Here's the play we're going to run. Everybody else is listening. That's not saying it's dictatorship, but chaos comes out of confusion.
Amen.
God is not the author of confusion.
Amen.
And when God sets the plan, when God decides what the play is, let's stop going out to run the play and then mumble. and grumbling. And I want to run this sweep. I want to. When there's a plan set in place, follow it. Notice that the text tells us that they all had the same desire to meet the bridegroom. They also all took oils with lamp in them. However, 5 were wise enough to prepare for the long run, while 5 only prepared for a short duration. That is the problem with most folk in life. They're in it for the short haul. But if what I desire is delayed, we quit. We give up. Just because it is not an instant success, we quit. In life, you have got to be prepared for the long haul.
Amen.
Is there anybody here that knows short-sighted expectations bring about short-sighted preparation? Short-sighted expectations bring about short-sighted preparation. When I was young, I used to, all I could see was buying the car. I wanted that car. And I figured out in my budget where I can find, I can afford this note. But what I did not figure was the insurance, the maintenance, and how much gas that car. But preparation means you take into account everything this is going to cost.
Amen.
A lot of preachers are not preaching anymore because they did not count up the cost of being a minister. Being a preacher ain't easy.
Amen.
Seems like sometimes the folk you're fighting for are fighting against you.
Amen.
Well, don't you see?
Being a Christian is not easy because sometimes it seems like you're in the army, but you can't sleep in the barracks at night because folks are sleeping with you. So you got to count up the cost. They knew no successful person at anything focuses on his or her own momentary or monetary situation. Whatever you commit to, you got to commit to it long term.
Amen.
And the other thing we need to understand is the fact that so often we fail to realize and to remember that God does not call the equipped. He equips those he calls.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Moses? Yes. Moses said, I can't, I'm tired tongue, I can't even speak well. I said, I can't even speak, I didn't get Aaron to speak. See, we make excuses, but God, if he's called you, you ought to be successful at what you do, not because of who you are, but because of who he is.
Yes. Amen.
They also have what is called vision. Just like God has vision for you, you have to have a vision for yourself. And you cannot expect folk to just do for you. Well, I wanna go to Miami after this service is over. And then I go sit on the passenger side. Man, Waylon gets in the car and decides she doesn't want to go to Miami.
Right.
She wants to go to dinner. So where are we going? We're going to dinner because she's in control. When you let other folk decide,
Amen.
you say where you want to go, but then you sit in the passenger seat.
Amen.
You have to go where they take you. That's one of the reasons, and I'm not fussing, I'm just telling us, that's one of the reasons I go to work at AEP every day. Because I do not allow people, and if they get wrong, I'll go something, they pay me well. But you don't allow other people to dictate your path
Amen.
in life. And so it bothers me when people get upset because things are not going the way they want them to go, are not going in the direction they want them to. You control that. And if you sat back and let everybody else decide for you where you're going, you can't blame anybody but you.
Amen.
Even if you get on a bus, you ought to know where you want to go. Just because somebody else is driving, you got to make sure you're on the right bus.
That's right.
And if he makes a wrong turn, you need to get up and ask them, what's the problem? Did I get on the wrong bus? Well, at the next stop, let me off. Let me off now. Folk that have vision, look at the long term. Where am I? Where am I? Where do I want to be? Where do I plan to be? Am I prepared if what I'm hoping for is delayed? And what should I be doing in the meantime if there is a delay? What should I be doing if there is a delay? The thing that you need to be doing is waiting patiently and still making preparation. Still waiting. You know, how many of us procrastinate and wait till the last minute? I know I've got something coming up in the next year. The date is set in stone, right? You need to have this done by whatever, next year. I got plenty of time. The next thing I know is 2 days from the deadline. And now I'm trying to scramble and figure out what I need to do when God has given me preparation time all this time. And then I want to blame other folks. Well, I knew this meeting was coming up, but I'm not prepared. And folks call me sometimes a year, and I'm not saying this to folks, but folks sometimes call me a year in advance and say, Brother Payne, we'd like you to do our meeting. And then the week before. But now one thing about my preaching, I prepare for my preaching. Because I don't believe you do God a service by these folk getting up, well, I didn't study anything, I'm just go where the Spirit leads me. You don't know what's not, it's the Spirit, but it may not be the Holy Spirit. All right. So that's one thing I prepare for, but I'm just using this example. And so here I got to do 5 sermons, and it's the day before. You know what that's going to be?
Chaos.
It's going to be a mix. Because I'm a person that does not like to, even if I preach it here, if I preach it somewhere else, I try to change it up a little bit. Because you don't know who's heard it before. And I don't want to go off for people saying, that man ain't got but one sermon. Deliver me from folk that have high expectation, but little or no preparation.
All right.
Folk demand of you what they won't do for themselves. Elders, deacons, you listen for me? You listening to me? Folk expect from you
They do.
what they don't expect from themselves.
All right.
Kitchen committee, you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Folk expect from you.
Amen.
Sister Spain, you listening to me? I'm telling you, everybody sitting there listen to me.
All right.
Folk will always expect from you
Yeah.
what they won't do for themselves. How many times have you showed up somewhere and everybody said, well, I thought you were going to do it. I thought you were going to do it. Child, that was your job. When did you give it to me? Are you with me? At midnight, the cry rang out. Here's the bridegroom, come out to meet him. Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish one said to the wise, give us some of your oil, our lamps are going out. How many times have you prepared, hanging around folk that are not prepared, and they want you to give you what, give me some of what you got. Well, did we not all know what we had to do? That's why I don't travel with a whole lot of folk. Because if I decide I want to do something,
Right.
and that's what I want to do, I don't want somebody, well, I didn't bring enough for that. Well, you stay at the hotel till I get back. But you're not gonna ride this. Waylon Sue Craddock Payne is gonna stop at every Walmart.
That's all right. That's all right. Listen, that's
So I make preparation. I said, okay, we're gonna leave on time, and you get the Walmart credit card. You gotta be prepared.
Right.
So since I know that, why would I make a trip saying, well, we gotta be here at this time, we gotta be at this time? When you know situations, you prepare. And if you are not prepared, who's to blame but you? And then we want to run guilt trips on other people because we're not prepared.
Yeah.
We go to, my family and I go to dinner quite often. When we are together. And when we get together, we'll pick a restaurant. And unfortunately, my siblings don't know how to go to Cracker Barrel or Golden Corral. You got to bring some money when you go to eat with my siblings. Because they always tease us. They said, you know, Daddy taught us one rule. There's two classes. First class and no class. And so when we go to eat, you might as well be prepared to drop a few pennies. And usually, whoever picks the restaurant will say, I got it. Don't worry about it, I got it. Well, that doesn't mean I'll not be able to be prepared to pay the tip or something. But there is one person in particular. I ain't going to.
one in every family.
And listen to the answer. No, they reply. There may not be enough for both of us and you. Instead, go to those who sell all and buy some for yourself. Everybody ought to have something for yourself.
Right.
You don't go anywhere or do anything where you don't have something for yourself. You get there by planning. When our brother leads song service, you ought to bring some for yourself.
Amen. Amen.
When our brothers pray, you ought to pray some.
Amen.
When it's time to give, you ought to. Time to commune, you ought to have some.
All right.
And while I'm here, this is not a part of the lesson, but I did one a few weeks ago someplace else about the Lord's Supper. Am I worthy?
Yeah.
The key to that is, and it bothers me, we're not there anymore, but it bothers me to the nth degree when somebody comes to me and says, Brother Payne, you need to talk to so-and-so because they haven't taken the Lord's Supper in 2 weeks. Well, if you examine yourself, how did you see that?
All right.
That made you unworthy. Because he says, examine
Yourself.
And the text really was talking about, it wasn't talking, see, we make it about our shortcomings in our lives. But I'm throwing this in for free. At the Lord's Supper, you have to understand the Last Supper before you can understand the Lord's Supper. Now, the Last Supper, there were 12 people sitting at that table. Judas was going to betray him.
Right.
And already it said it in movie. Peter was going to deny him. And then Jesus at the end of it said, all of you are going to desert me. Based on that, they were all unworthy.
That's it.
Every one of them. It's not about the shortcomings in your life. It's about, and so Jesus says, but I still want all of you to drink. So what was 1 Corinthians 11 talking about? He was talking about the fact that when they got together, they had turned it into their love feast and the communion into a party. And the fact that one group over here had neck bones, one had T-bones, and then the ones in the middle had no bones. One group was getting drunk. So when he talked about an unworthy manner, he was talking about the fact that you are not prepared to think about the Lord, his death, and his suffering. That is what is an unworthy manner is that you are not thinking about Jesus and his suffering when you take it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
That's
your shortcomings in life.
it. Amen.
If that were the case, none of us would.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And then deliver me from these folks. I just can't go out and eat with just anybody. I can't. Them folk ain't right. They sinners. Well, you'll starve to death. Now, in fact, you couldn't even eat with yourself. But that's not
Right.
Don't you see?
Don't you see?
I'm gonna deal with this next week. I've talked to you long enough. I've been up 45 minutes. That's my. But I want you to know something. We need to learn how to to wait. We also need to learn how to run when it's time to run. When anybody that's run track knows that you get in the blocks.
Right.
And you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You can't jump the gun. You gotta wait.
Right.
But there comes a point, he says, ready. Then he says, set. That's when you get your feet in and you get ready to take off.
Right.
And then when he fires the pistol. Now what would I look like knowing I gotta run a track meet?
Yeah.
Knowing I gotta run a track meet. And then I get in the blocks. And the man says, set. Then he fires the gun, and I looked at, oh man, I gotta run back and get my shoes. That's how many of us live our Christian lives. We get in the blocks, but we're not prepared to run. So next week we're going to talk about this. Lord says the same. See, this text is foreign to us because we don't really understand how Jewish weddings work.
Right.
But I'm going to give you a secret. Men, you didn't marry until you had somewhere to take your wife. That's what we're going to talk about. You had to get some things ready, and your father oversaw that. Because you throw up anything, because you're so in love, you just want to get it to the house. And we do that sometimes in the church. We just throw up anything to say we did something. I don't believe in doing anything if you're not going to do it. That's like you know, you got a birthday coming, somebody in the family has a birthday coming up, or something's coming up, and just to say you did something, you throw something up together at the last minute. Go by the bakery, ask them if they got a 2 or 3 day old cakes. Whatever you love, you prepare for. So I'm asking us, we're going to continue this next week if Lord says the same.
Okay.
But be prepared. You don't know what's going to be asked of you and when it's going to be asked of you.
Amen.
So you start preparing for it now. If we want Franklin Street to be a great church, we've got to start preparing for it now. Whatever we want 5 years from now, we got to prepare for it now.
Yeah.
We got to start preparing people for it now. I'm getting old. Your deacons and elders are getting old. Who's going to step up when they're gone?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't mean to hurt y'all feelings, but y'all getting old just like me.
Yeah. True. That's so true.
Thank you, Elder said we got them. So it behooves us to start looking toward the future. Who's going to, and that preparation starts.
Yeah.
It starts. So the question is, are you prepared? What are you prepared for?
Yeah.
Huh? We prepare more to come to worship than we do for worship. Let me give you a window here. Most of you knew last night or earlier than that what you were going to wear. Did you not?
Yep.
But some of us that knew what we were going to wear had no idea what we were going to do when we had it. I know we were going to sing and we were going to pray, but how much of God were you going to give you? Because you can sing without giving it to God. You can give without. How much was God going to get out of you today? Some folk have come to worship, but they are so unprepared. Their body's here, but their mind is on the other side. You come to worship preparing to leave. And some of us preachers are crazy enough that we don't know folk want to get out, so we preach an hour and a half. Glad we don't have that problem. And then we get upset because people don't want to sit there. But you know what? This is not a part of the message. I'm just trying to help us. Yeah. If it takes me an hour and a half to talk about what I'm talking about, I really don't know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Because preparation means that you take the nuggets that are most important.
Yeah.
One thing I learned in speech, in giving speeches, the longer the speech, the less prepared you are.
Yeah.
The shorter the speech, the more prepared you are. It takes you a long time to say what you got to say. You don't know what you're saying. So again, y'all put this on the internet for preachers that preach like that. There's nothing you have to say that takes an hour. People are not that dense. God prepared for us. How did he prepare for us? He sent his only begotten Son down the cross that we might have a right to the tree of life. We need to believe that. We need to repent of the things that are wrong in our life, confess Christ to be the sweetest thing on earth, go in the water graves of baptism, become a Christian, nothing more, and live in this. God prepared for us while we were still sinners. Young men, you looking for a wife? Start preparing now. Get you a J.O.B. It's not a crooked joke. With some benefits. Get you a house before you get her. And that's in next week's lesson. But you ought to have, if you prepare, if you want something, prepare. I want to be the CEO of this company. Well, what have you done? Well, I dropped out of high school. And then God even prepares for us. He's even has a plan and prepares for us when we fall short.
Amen.
All we have to do is ask for forgiveness.
Amen.
Change our mind about the way we're living. Ask for forgiveness. Prepare now for what you want later. If you don't prepare now for what you want later, accept whatever comes and don't complain.
Amen.
Just accept it, because that's what you're playing for. If you're playing for nothing, guess what you get? God bless you. Come on, give your life to Jesus. Oh, to Jesus.